Cooper's going to help me take off the axle shafts out. We're going to drain the gear lube out of the back, drain the trans today, drain the engine. We're going to change all the fluids on this. I'm going to take over the axle shafts to my dad's shop, and then we're going to do the crazy crafting on the rear wheels, see if we can save those. We've also got to drill and tap the axle shafts for the bigger stud as well. So we've got our work cut out for us. First race is May 17th at Lapeer Dragway in Michigan. So we're trying to make it to that. Hopefully, the only thing I see us setting us back is the rear wheels. So if we can jerry rig those together and make them work great, we'll be at the track. We're going to use 3/8 here. A nice extension is going to be an adjustable wrench. And we should be able to break this thing loose. I don't have that many tools over here, so we're just working with what we got. There we go. Oh yeah, that's some thick gear lube back there. Oh yeah. Pretty gross looking. We've got the gear lube draining out of this thing. It's taken sweet time because it's pretty heavy gear lube that we run in this. And then I already took this off the other day. The disc for the brake. So I'm going to just pop this off real quick and set it on a jack stand here. And then that way we can pull out these 11 millimeters that are in here holding the backing plate. And that's a park brake assembly, which I'm probably just going to take right out because we do not run a park brake on this. Emergency brake, park brake, whatever. But we got to take all 4 of these out, and then we should be able to slide our axle shaft out. So the axle shafts have a little hole in them here so that you can access the bolt. So we've got one out. We gotta spin it around. There's the other one. Let's do that 2 more times after this. And to the last one here. I don't have a drill press. Okay, that is what those 4 bolts look like. They got a nice little flag on them so that you don't have to hold anything on the back. That made our backing plate nice and loose. Now we're going to take this off. Hopefully take it off. There we go. It's clunking all over. I'll try to hold it up so it doesn't beat around in there, but yeah, like that. So we're going to pull this backing plate setup off. And there we go. Now we can take these over. Well, we got to do the other side still. We'll take these over, drill them out, and retap them. This side I did not take the caliper off of yet. So we're going to do that real quick. Set this caliper back here on a jack stand. I have 1 shim to space the caliper properly. There we go. Oh, I'm tipping over. Pull that disc off of there. Got our 2 bolts and our shims, and then we've got to do the same thing on this side to pull the axle shafts out. we got the passenger side axle shaft out. We got box here and all the stud parts and spacers and everything we're going to be using for the wheels in there. So now we're going to head over to the shop and see what we can do about it. We're over at Dad's shop now. In a previous episode, I talked about how I'm going to use these wheel spacers as a guide to drill out my wheels that are oblong. I also bought this stud kit from Strange Engineering. It's a 5/8 stud with a sleeve and a spacer. So I'm going to take you over here and show you the wheels and what we got to do to get the spacers to fit the outside, and then how we're going to use the wheel spacers on the inside to drill the holes out. So we're going to take the wheel spacer with the wheel flipped upside down, so this is the back side of the wheel. We're going to line these holes up. The holes are already drilled to 5/8. These studs are 5/8 OD, but there's a sleeve that threads onto them that the rim rides on, and the OD of that sleeve is 11/16. So that's how we're going to save these wheels. They're not super oblong, they're just enough to where I wouldn't run them just straight on a 5/8 stud. So what we're going to do is put the wheel spacer on like this. We're going to drop these down through, and they're pretty snug, as you can see. And we'll leave one out, and we'll bolt it from the back side. In order to bolt it from the back side, if you come over here, well, the front side I should say, these spacers here are going to ride on this flat recessed surface in here. This is the ID of this spacer is the same as the OD of the sleeve that threads onto the 5/8 stud. So that'll locate it and help hold it to the wheel as well, giving it that much more extra strength. What we're going to have to do is turn down the OD of this on the lathe so that it'll fit in these pockets, because I don't have a machine shop and I don't have the tooling to open up these holes on the wheel anymore. And there, as you can see with the center cap on, there's not a whole lot of room there. So we're using the tools we have and the things that we can buy in order to get this done. These wheels cost me $1,500 to have custom made a couple years ago. So if I mess them up, they're already messed up right now. I guess I'll have to bite the bullet and order another set. But we're going to try the best we can to save it. I really do think this will be a safe and easy way to fix it. And then we'll be back at the track here in no time. So we're going to get started on this right now. First step, we're going to turn down the OD of these spacers so they fit on there and we can bolt the spacers on and then run the drill through. Jordan and I turned down the aluminum spacers on the lathe. They fit right down here on the flat lip. Very good. I said fat lip in the clip before, so we had to redo that. But this works. I just took the rim locks out, which are this basically sheet metal screws going through into the rubber bead of the tire. So I'm going to let the air out of this, pull the rubber off of them, and then I've got the drill press set up so that we can set the rim on there face down. And then center the drill bit right here on this hole, and then run the drill press right through, drilling a perfectly straight hole so that the sleeves are nice and tight in there and we don't have any issues. You guys are the worst. Whenever I try to talk in the videos, Jordan and Cal love to stand in the background and make noises and laugh. And
we've never done that.
Yes, you do, every time. All right, anyways, after some death trap tire machine there, Dad has it on wheels so we can wheel it around. It just flies all over while you're trying to use it. We finally got the tires off, and I mounted this up to the drill press, and we have it in line so that we can run this 11/16 bit straight through. Looks like it's going to work pretty good. These are the studs with the sleeve on them. So the stud is 5/8 OD, and then this sleeve that threads onto it is 11/16. So that's why we're drilling the hole 11/16, and I'll show you how nice and tight it fits after we drill it out. This is the moment of truth. We're going to see if we can mess my wheels up and the spacers that I bought. It's messing something up, but we won't know here for a few minutes. Let's see. The drill press doesn't look like it's drilling very straight. It's got a little wobble to her, but that's not good either. That was my clamp. So things are working great, guys. Take two. We've got the clamps back on. This is re-centered back up, even though our drill press is wobbling all around. We're just about to go through the spacer. Oh, it's wiggling. Make it a little tighter. This is take 3 on messing your $1,500 wheels up. It's to the rim now, so might as well just hog it out. Oh, she's shaking like a you-know-what. Oh, there goes the rim. Oh, yeah. We're through, baby. Well, that was horrific. That was the worst ever. I don't really know if it worked or not, but we're gonna slide this down in there and see. Oh yeah, lots of metal shavings. We'll put the sleeve a little ways down in there. Look at that. We can't because this is totally in the way. All right, we're gonna try this again, fellas. This goes to show that everything is not perfect. Oh, that is kind of perfect. It's good enough. Who's it for right there? Oh, yeah. Let's get a spacer and a nut on there, and we'll move on to the next one. So we got the first one through. Here's our spacer that Jordan machined down for us. We got our nut. We'll slide it up in here. We'll tighten it down. And then we'll take the one out next to it, spin the rim over, do the same thing all the way around until we're done. And then we'll have perfect wheels. They'll be perfect. All right, we're gonna take the second one out. There she is. Put a sleeve on that one, so after we drill it out and destroy it, It fits perfect in there. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments what you think. I love hearing what you guys think. All right, we're gonna slide this baby around. Get it centered up. Put this down in there. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Cal hold that tight. We'll put some clamps on there. Oh yeah, you can tell it's working really good by the way that it's not. I don't know, dude. Today's been a long day already, and this is just great. It's a great way to end the day. Some beautiful fabrication here, or machine work, I should say. This just proves to you guys that you can do it too. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Get her done. Oh yeah, that's totally gonna fall off. All right, let go. Beautiful. That's just beautiful. All right, this is hole number 2. Oh wow, that is just working beautifully. Oh, I don't know why it's shaking so bad. She's just got to start biting. Just holding her for extra rigidity here. Something's probably gonna fly off and kill me, but do you guys normally close your eyes while you're drilling holes? Oh, and we're through. Hole number 2, baby.
Who knows if it's straight?
Well, we're about to find out if it's straight there, Skipper. You can tell it's a nice straight hole just by the way it is. Oh, we're threading the sleeve on here to see if it's another tight fit or not. And it's taken a long time. Today's video actually took all day to do this stuff, but it's probably gonna be pretty short just because not a lot of action happening. But oh, that's not good.
No, that's good.
It's a nice tight thread. You can tell it's a nice tight thread just by the way it is. I don't know why it's doing that on brand new stuff, but we're just gonna hog it on there and call it that. Alright, let's see. Oh, we gotta move we gotta move all this stuff again. Are you kidding me? Alright, here we go. We're gonna be dropping into nice hole here. One sec. Oh yeah, right into my mouth and eyes. Dang. I mean, not bad for a freaking homemade setup here, because, you know, she ain't nothing professional. Oh, dropped my nut. Try to get that nut back on that shaft there. There we go. That's what we're talking about there, partner. Nice. You can tell it's nice. Just like the other one. Oh yeah. We only got 3 more holes to go on this side. The tire machine problem we had and turning those down on the lathe took quite a while. We've got all the holes are drilled out with the sleeve. They all fit nice and snug in there with no play. Praying to God that that is nice and straight, because we set the drill bit down in there and centered everything up nice and tight, and just sent it right through here. So we bought these and they're useless now because we drilled them out, but I wouldn't use those anyways if I were anybody. Wheel spacers are sketchy. We have got wheels that are saved. I'm happy about that. Everything kind of worked as planned. I was going to do the axle shafts as well and then put my new slicks on here. But when we took the tires off, I found around the valve core on one of my slicks, there's like a big round rubber piece that is like glued on there, and that actually had lifted up a little bit. So being that it's off already, I'm just going to order a new tube. That way I can use it as a spare. It still does hold air, but I just don't want to run any risk. I want to have everything smooth sailing first time out on the track this year. So we're getting closer. Next episode, I'm going to probably have the axle shafts already drilled. So we'll put those back in. I'll put the new slicks on already. That way we can just bolt everything together, put the truck on the ground. I got to change the fluids as well. I'll probably do that off camera, so that we can get the rocker arms put back on, engine filled back up with oil, and fire it up for the first time in 2025. So races are coming up quick, so stay tuned, and we will keep hammering along and see you at the track.